What's good, guys? It's Cabal, and I'm back with yet another video. Now, before we get into anything, y'all already know the drill. I just have to start saying it. I'm just getting to reading the Bible, but it's probably for the new people, so I should probably still do it. Anyways, we're reading Colossians 3, verse 2. Set your mind on things above, not on things of earth. This means that we should worry about. We shouldn't worry about the worldly things. And really, we should just be focused on God. You know what I'm saying? Because after the rapture, after God comes back and we're all in heaven, that stuff's not gonna matter. And we shouldn't worry about it for too long. Because then, what if we go to heaven? We don't think about that. Or what if it's judgment day? We don't think about that. And worst case scenario, we get set down instead of up. That'll be bad. So we should focus on God instead of worldly things. Anyways, we're watching another Want-See Entertainment video. Let's see. Want-See Entertainment, they went 1 for 2 last time. Let's see if they can go 2 for 2 this time. Hopefully there's no autistic people in this story. Let's get into it.
Hey, you're my favorite horror story channel.
Shut your bitch ass up.
True story, and it just recently happened to me. I had a pretty rough upbringing, to put it lightly. My mother was negligent, and my father was absent.
That's kind of a bad job.
However, there's a man who I am very close to, and I feel like she's more like my mother than my actual mother. After I graduated, I moved in with my aunt.
But she's too excited. She needs to take it down a little bit. Talk about, you're my favorite channel. Stop being a fan.
Kindly offered me a place to stay. It worked out
That's
well.
meat riding.
The place I ended up working at was only 5 minutes away from where she lived, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity. She lives in a really nice area. It's a bit of an elderly community, I'll admit it.
But
it's well kept, people there are kind.
Her happy voice get me mad, bro.
It's got an upstairs and a downstairs, but it's only got 2 bedrooms, and it's a condominium. My bedroom is very small, but it's the perfect size for me.
Bro, who the boss that calls it a condominium? It's called a condo.
I'm a minimalist. However, my room is right next to the window to the outside, and that's where the story truly begins. At first, I didn't really notice anything odd. Occasionally,
why is she so excited to tell a scary story?
Or whistling, but I thought it was likely just trees, since there are some near the window. I figured it could also be just normal noises from the house or from outside that I wasn't used to.
Hold on, bro. I have an idea. Let's pitch this down a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah. For a while, I didn't even pay too much attention to all the noises. After
Thought I heard something.
I worked the overnight shift, so by the time I got back and went to bed, it was morning. So I'd go to sleep with the birds chirping.
Much better.
See, on the days I wanted to
her voice is more monotone.
Before work, I hear all that constant whistling and scratching against the window. I tried not to be paranoid about it, but things only escalated from there. I have a few plants by my window, so it's a little difficult to see past them. One night, the scratching began again, and I suppose curiosity got the better of me, and I just had to see what
Now we gotta pitch it down a little bit more.
I walked over to the window and looked outside, curious about what I'd see. It was so dark I couldn't see much at first, but
it sounds much better.
Into the darkness, I saw the faint outline of a person.
Oh, heads no! Look at his haircut. Look at his haircut.
Odd. I mean, it was maybe 2 or 3 in the morning. Most people would be asleep, yet this person was outside, whistling. That didn't explain the scratching, though, until I noticed the person going up to everyone's windows, scratching against them with their fingernails.
Oh, hell no!
I assumed to try and get people's
But why is his nails making that much marks? And why is he making that noise off the window? Like he got metal nails or something.
This creepy person is trying to be creepy, but I was safe where I was inside. Even so, I pulled out my phone to call the police while keeping an eye on that person to explain what they looked like to the police. It was
gotta snitch on him.
light from my phone that alerted the person, who I now noticed was a man, but he turned towards me.
Oh, hell
no! I kept my composure.
But he's tweaking off the crank.
The situation to the police, but
Is serious? Yo.
As he began banging on my window, I simply watched. He kept attempting to break in or at least scare me by repeatedly hitting the window over and over again. I rolled my eyes.
At this point, bro, you gotta stand there and you got actually no, you gotta walk away, bro. Pack it up. If the person you're banging on window is not scared, then hey, bro, pack it up, bro.
I was banging on my window now, and they told me that help would be there soon. Around this time, I began mentally thinking about how long this had been happening, for months at least. It didn't happen immediately after I arrived, but I've been living there for about 6 months of that
buddy.
time, and this
Bro, you're making the bad John angry. This is why you're not gonna be able to pull him.
was seemingly doing all this for at least 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer. I don't know how nobody here didn't notice or didn't call the police before I
Yeah, he's
did.
definitely on something,
They
bro.
did. I know.
It's not normal activity.
Banging against the window, but I had been spacing out and thinking and hadn't looked back at him. I turned around again when I noticed he had
Oh shoot!
slamming against my window.
Oh, it's Raps.
Maybe it wasn't loaded. Maybe it was just for show.
Are you serious right now, bro?
So we're just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh no, he's not gonna shoot me. He could pistol up you retard, even if it's not loaded. Dip out!
That's what I was trying to tell myself since I was now afraid. The officer on the line must have heard me gasp because they asked me what I saw, and I immediately told them that the man had a gun, and he was now trying to break my window with it. The officer told me to hide in the bathroom.
Why can't he just shoot her through the
All
window?
the noise woke up my aunt, and I frantically
Bro, that retard crackhead has Asperger's. You could just shot her through the window.
explained the situation to her as the both of us hid in the bathroom. It was agonizing waiting for the police, but finally I heard the police cars outside and let out a sigh of relief. It was faint, but I heard one gunshot.
Oh,
and shouting. It lasted about 5 minutes before it quieted down. After everything had settled and
It's
the
like
officer on
GTA.
the line told me it was safe to go outside, I was
Oh.
greeted with a very shocking news. The man who I thought he was alive, but he had a gunshot wound, likely because he was attempting to use his gun on the police, and they fired back.
Yo, this ad makes it kind of nice.
Happened. He was unconscious, but what the police found on his person was nothing.
But they done
short
stepped this up since the
terrifying.
last time I was really
They
watching their
had a journal
stuff.
on him, where he had details on every person who lived in the area. Details from what they
That
looked
is
like,
crazy.
to their assumed age, and why he thought they'd be a good target. So, my theory that he was just trying to creep us out was wrong. The man was
But why
likely
do you-
attempting to lure someone out and kill them. He also had a few other weapons
What
on
the
him,
freak?
and the man wasn't lanky or anything. He actually had muscle to him. While the police were explaining what they saw in the journal, I managed to classify.
Why do you wanna shoot the badge
It was
on?
disgusting. He thought I was much younger than I am, maybe only 17 or 18. I'm in my mid-20s, but to his credit, I don't look it. And he described me as cute, but was freaking out because I was such an easy target. It made me sick to my stomach that he stalked everyone here, essentially, but was only stopped from hurting someone because of me. What would have happened if I didn't call the police?
Hey, bro, you would have gotten shot.
People living there had made complaints, but whenever they showed up, the man was nowhere to be found. It was likely only luck that he saw me and attempted to try and break in. As scary as it was, I like to think that it saved someone's life, or at least prevented them from being the ones to experience that. I don't know why he tried to approach me specifically, or why I was the only one he directly approached. I took one quick glance at the guy, and he was shoved in the back of the police car, just to see if I recognized him. And I did. He was one of the men who, during the day, would walk around all of the buildings while walking his dog.
He got the school third cut. I wouldn't be surprised.
And he seemed friendly enough. But at night, he tried terrorizing many people around the complex, apparently planning on taking people out one by one. I'm still in
How long is this story?
as I officially
It's gonna
made
stretched
my
out.
statements, and may even have to appear in court. I'm not sure. I don't know what he will be charged with, since it's still early in the process. But I figured that the journal alone has a mountain of evidence regarding his intentions. But I'll never be able to forget that journal, how detailed it was, and how he sincerely seemed to have a plan for every single person on that list.
All right, let me change it back. So hopefully this is not the same loud and happy, old jolly voice actor. I have to restart my little thing.
My name is Tania, and I'm 14 years old.
He is not a girl.
I was around 5 or 6. I remember this incident like it was yesterday, even though it's been years. When my family would go out, since I'm the youngest child in my family, my mom would always hold my hand, and she would always make me stay glued to her side. While
That's
she
just
made
glitched.
my older brother, who is 2 years older than me, walk in front of us. Now that I've given you this background
His little brother looks
please listen
zoned
to the
out.
story. It was a Sunday and it was sunny out. My mom needed to buy some train tickets, and my brother and I went with her. While my mom was talking to the man who was selling the tickets, I I decided to turn and look around, and that's when I saw
Oh, heck no. What the
staring at me and beckoning me to come closer.
heck no.
She came to look
What
at
the
me.
freak is that? That's not on her lips. Oh, heck no.
Her lips.
I don't know where she got that from.
My mom noticed that I was staring at the woman, so she decided to pinch me and tell me, "Tanya, don't stare, it's rude." After buying the tickets, we went to
Watch, she about to be on that same
and I
train.
again saw the homeless woman.
Come on.
She looked like she was over to us.
She
kept
about to pull up.
motioning me to come over.
The animation just took a downgrade though. It's like the transition from 2K22 to 2K23.
As she stared at me, I almost
From
felt
good
her
to
eyes would
trash.
pop out. I felt so scared and started crying. And my mom was worried, so she comforted me and handed me her phone and told me to start playing games on it.
Time to get on the game.
Later, my mom was watching TV. I was cuddled up with her playing on her phone, and my brother was on his tablet, and something chilling came up on the news.
Watch the
I will
granny.
never forget that woman's mugshot on the TV. It was the homeless woman's face. Written on the screen below her face was "Alleged serial murderer arrested." It was revealed that this woman would lure kids between the ages of 5 and 8 and take their lives.
Okay, whole lot of gang shit, no.
I saw the person's face.
Bro, slime him out. Granny got caught.
She was about to cry. I'm glad that I didn't follow the woman. Who knows what would have happened to me if I had gone over to her.
Why is she trying to lure the officer?
And I'm glad I don't. Thank you for listening.
That's probably,
to the story.
hey bro, them officers. That's probably where she got that from. That's probably where she got the nut from. Anyways, that's the end of the video. So yeah, those weren't too bad. I say 1.5 for 2 because the girl in the beginning was too jolly, and the story was kind of stretched out. At the same time, this one was short but kind of boring. So it's 1.5 for 2. I guess that's an improvement. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Play the second video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And don't forget to comment down below. Worst case scenario, one of ideas. What's coming clutch? The comment section. Even if I don't have ideas, I still want to know Chelsea, so still comment down below. And I say this a lot. Jesus is king. Make sure y'all turn to him. Not force religion on nobody, just making suggestions. Just hey, before this video comes out, God might have pulled up. Shoot. Even when we wake up in the morning, God might have pulled up. So it's best that we all turn to God and get around with him before it's too late. Want y'all to take us to heaven. Feel me? With that being said, see y'all next video. Peace.